Hello everyone and welcome to... Sorry, why are you dressed like that?
Oh, remember I was in that car accident?
Well, I remember you reversing my car into those bollards, yeah.
Yes, well, I was rebuilt from the ground up, augmented, stronger, faster, better than before.
Is that why you've got a whisk for a hand?
This is the Sarif Industries cyclonic mixing lattice. It's not a whisk.
Well, what does it do?
Well, it mixes food ingredients together mostly.
Right, like a whisk.
Similar to a whisk. But if I save up enough praxis points, I'll also be able to grate cheese.
Great stuff. Actually, all this augmentation talk brings us on to our first question from Shaney B, who wants to know if there'll be any DLC for Deus Ex Human Revolution.
I never ask for this.
Cool. So, Eidos has announced that it's going to be doing DLC for its cyberpunk masterpiece and has been releasing information about what form this DLC will actually take through a code-breaking alternate reality game, which is either brilliant and fun and cool, or annoying and self-indulgent, depending on your opinion of ARGs.
So, there we go. Codes released so far via developer tweets have pointed towards the website 13311tower.com, a site which contained GPS coordinates for Uluru or Ayers Rock, Australia, as well as numerous references to private security firm Bell Tower from the game. It's already established in the game's world that Bell Tower has been heavily involved in a civil war in Australia, so there's backstory there for the game to explore if they want to.
However, the concrete news is that the first piece of DLC will be called The Missing Link, and will fill in the story gap in the game where, minor spoilers ahead, Jensen stows away on a ship towards the end of the game and is out of radio contact for several days. Unfortunately for Adam, this isn't the kind of boat where you can lounge around on the deck in a future Renaissance speedo covered in triangles, drinking tequila sunrises and playing shuffleboard. He gets captured by Bell Tower agents, is tortured and has his augmentations disabled, meaning that throughout the DLC, you'll have to use your basic skills to escape from the freighter, uncovering new layers to the game's many conspiracies, and by the sounds of it, respecking your augmentations as you go. Good news for people unsatisfied with their current org setup. David Anfossi, producer of Deus Ex Human Revolution at Eidos Montreal, had this to say: "We're very excited for Deus Ex Human Revolution fans to be able to complete Adam's journey in the game with the Missing Link DLC. Gamers will be able to experience a vulnerable side of Adam like never before, which gives the overall game a whole new dimension. Deus Ex fans won't have to wait too long for a Jensen extension, as the DLC will be out at some unspecified time in October, or next month as the kids are calling it these days." Now, Sentient Online capture code 3CIUJ asks us via Twitter to tell him everything we know about Lord of the Rings War in the North.
I don't know anything about Lord of the Rings War in the North.
Oh, neither do I.
Well, that was easy.
Oh wait, no, hang on, this guy might know something. He's like the game designer or something.
So gameplay-wise, this is a co-op game.
Absolutely a co-op game. We're all about co-op. We make it easy to connect up online. You can play split screen, you can play online via the internet, couch co-op, any combination of that. If you're playing single player, of course, we will supply the game with bots, and you'll be able to play that way as well. So the combat is really, it's sort of anything that you want to do in terms of melee combat or range combat, defensive skills, support abilities. All those things are built into our characters and into our skill trees. It really allows the players to play the way they want to play. And it's a deep combat system. It's about stringing together combinations, getting your multiplier up, getting more XP, bonus XP, which allows you to upgrade your character outfit, again, the way you want to play.
So you were saying it's quite a kind of difficult game, right?
Yeah, well, it's really all about co-op, and so we've balanced the game to be challenging, and we're really kind of trying to keep everybody together and working together to get the best effect when it comes to, you know, teaming up on particular enemies. If they're sort of like big trolls or whatever, you'll be able to kind of do cooperative kills and finishers and that kind of thing to succeed.
Wow, he did know a lot about Lord of the Rings War in the North.
Well, yeah, you'd hope. Right, our next question is...
Don't tell me. I'll hack into your laptop using my sophisticated hacking augments and get the question myself. Oh, sorry about that. I'll try again in a second.
Well, I've written it down. How are your eyes?
Not good. I think these are just marbles with pupils painted on them.
Okay, well, it's from Odin's Wolf Puck, possibly, who speaks like an internet cat from 5 years ago and wants to know more about Lollipop Chainsaw.
I never asked for this.
Just answer the question.
All right, Lollipop Chainsaw is the suitably bonkers new game from Grasshopper Manufacture, developer of Killer 7 and No More Heroes, and more recently phallocentric demon hunt 'em up Shadows of the Damned. Grasshopper's demented CEO, Suda51, is in charge once again, with James Gunn, the writer-director of Super and Slither, and screenwriter for the Dawn of the Dead remake, on board as co-writer.
So you play as Juliet Starling, a popular cheerleader at the ominously named San Romero High School in America. While she is a great cheerleader, Juliet is also a zombie slayer, a fact that comes in super handy when the high school is overrun by zombies.
Convenient.
Yeah, a little too convenient, I'd say.
Well, conspiracy theories aside, Juliet's job is to dispatch the zombie hordes over in the school using the chainsaw of the game's title, along with cheerleading attacks that include high kicks and pom-pom strikes. Stringing together combos of cheerleading and chainsawing attacks and toying with the zombies lets you build up execution moves where you can messily bisect the undead in a variety of amusing ways.
Yeah, it's a gory game, but the gore is accompanied by confetti, rainbows and hearts, because why not? The demo we saw at Gamescom included branching paths, with you choosing where to head next with the help of big flashing arrows, rescue missions as you save other students from the horde, and a couple of boss encounters including a teacher zombie who attacks you with a desk, and a punk zombie armed with a microphone who literally hurts you with words as he screams curses at you that turn solid and fly towards you with alarming speed.
Juliet is aided through all of this by the still-alive, decapitated head of someone who is possibly her boyfriend, which is attached to the belt of her tiny cheerleading skirt, because why not? Shades of Shadows of the Damned Talking Skull Johnson here, but his exact role hasn't been revealed yet, so we're sticking with disembodied, wisecracking boyfriend head until we know more.
Lollipop Chainsaw is down for a vague 2012 release at the moment, but we should have plenty more on this undoubtedly weird and wonderful game very soon.
Now, Jeremiah Tongout Smiley Face is asking if we've got any info on Modern Warfare.
You alright?
Yep, slight battery issue, I think. I'll be fine. Just, if you want to handle this for a sec, I've got some batteries here.
Where are those going?
You probably don't want to know.
I never asked for this. Right, Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. The key word this time seems to be balance. Well, shooting people and balance. To try and level the playing field for everyone, Infinity Ward has taken out a bunch of features deemed to be unfair and altered the way other parts of the multiplayer play. Gone are the game-ending nukes, shotguns as secondary weapons, and the Commando, One-Man Army, and Last Stand perks, which according to sources we consulted was super annoying and lame. Also out is the concept of kill streaks, being replaced instead with point streaks, where your rewards are unlocked through all the points you earn, not just kills. Infinity Ward felt that the kill streak system was too geared towards team deathmatch and lone wolves, with no incentive for teamwork, so now the points you get for things like assists and completing objectives all contribute towards rewards. The point streak system is different too. Now you can choose from different packages of rewards to receive depending on your playstyle. There's the strike package, which gives you assault-based rewards like Reapers, assault drones and attack helicopters. The support package, which gives you rewards that your whole team can benefit from, like UAV, EMPs and SAM turrets, amongst other acronyms, and which doesn't reset on your death, like the strike package. Then there's the specialist package designed for lone wolf players, which gives you extra perks every 2 kills as you progress. By 8 kills in a row, you'll have access to every perk in the game. Of course, this will also reset when you're killed, so you have to decide which package you're going to benefit from the most. There are new perks, including Marksman, which lets you identify targets from a longer range, Stalker, that lets you move faster while aiming, Blind Eye, which makes you undetectable by UAV or sentries, Recon, which improves target acquisition on your minimap, and Quick Draw for quicker aiming. There's also a pro level to the perks for you to unlock, along with weapon-specific leveling and perks like lowered recoil and higher range to reward weapon loyalty. The new game mode that Infinity Ward was showing off at XP is called Kill Confirmed and sounds pretty straightforward. When you down someone, they drop their dog tags. Collect these dog tags and the kill is added to your team's total. However, if someone from the opposite team collects their fallen comrade's dog tags, then the kill is denied. This should hopefully open up a range of new strategies for the game, as snipers are going to have a hard time scoring a lot of points unless they work in conjunction with a collector who can move in and grab the tags for them. Infinity Ward has said there'll be 16 maps to start with, showing off a London Underground map where players fight across 2 levels of a bombed-out tube station, and a Parisian level set in narrow alleyways surrounding an open square area with a fountain. Ah, Paris. The beautiful Seine, the way the sunlight hits the buildings in the afternoons, the ricocheting bullets and flashbangs. Truly the eternal city.
Much better. Right, I've got some rechargeables if you want some for your wireless controller.
You keep them. Now, next up, Crank Street is asking about Jurassic Park the game.
Yeah, I'd rather do the Counter-Strike question next.
Well, that's not the running order.
Oh no? Well, we'll see how you feel once I release my influencing pheromones. Oh! Ugh. Yeah, influencing pheromones. Right, so Tomarath wants to know about Counter-Strike Global Offensive, the updated, thoroughly modernised version of Valve's Counter-Strike, which began life as a multiplayer mod for Half-Life in 1999. Like the original Counter-Strike, Global Offensive puts terrorists against counter-terrorists in unforgivingly realistic battle. There are no respawns, and you can only take a few hits before you die, so...
There's something seriously wrong with that.
I don't know, I think it added some great elements of tactics and strategy to the game.
What are we talking about?
Counter-Strike.
Oh, right, yeah. So while Global Offensive is staying true to Counter-Strike's roots, it's also updating it for a wider audience. It's still about competition and still about player skill, but Valve has been working hard on making sure that super skilled players have even more chance to differentiate themselves from the pack, while ensuring that newcomers or rusty ex-addicts can come to the game fresh without fear of instant annihilation. First off, matchmaking is now based on your rank, meaning new gamers will be grouped together rather than instantly slaughtered by the insane ninjas who populate the game's upper echelons. There's also a casual mode which matches you with your friends regardless of your ranks, lets everyone chat, not just teammates, removes the need to worry about money, and lets you view everyone's in-game cameras if you die.
Counter-Strike fans can expect 7 familiar maps, albeit with slight tweaks to balance them, along with 8 completely new ones. There's also a slew of new weapons, including Molotov cocktails that let you lay down fire barriers, decoy grenades that create the illusion of gunfire to attract opportunists, a high magazine capacity SMG called the PP Bison, the Zeus, a one-hit kill taser that seems like a bit of a novelty weapon, and a sawed-off shotgun for the terrorists, among others.
Again, no release date here beyond 2012, I'm afraid. Let's hope it arrives for that end of the world stuff, hey? Can we do Jurassic Park now?
Yeah, I'm all out of pheromones.
Super glad. So, Crank Street wants to know more about Jurassic Park, the game.
Now, Jurassic Park is being developed by Telltale Games, the guys who picked up the adventure game mantle that LucasArts contemptuously flung into the sea and brought us new episodic Monkey Island and Sam & Max games, among others. The story picks up straight after the fat guy from Third Rock from the Sun...
Dennis Nedry,
right, gets spat at in the face by one of those little ones.
Dilophosaurus.
Yeah, right. And drops his shaving foam can full of dinosaurs. Embryos. Yeah.
From there, the game follows a new story focusing on Nima, a professional smuggler sent to retrieve the embryos. The game's art style is a lot more realistic than a lot of Telltale's other games, while retaining their trademark 3D point-and-click adventure feel. However, you don't move around freely, rather you move between different investigation areas and interact with the objects there, combining items and branching conversations to solve puzzles.
The investigation is broken up with quick time event action sequences, such as you fighting off dinos in Nedry's Jeep, running away from T-Rexes, and hopefully struggling to stay awake while Jeff Goldblum explains chaos theory to you.
While it doesn't sound particularly interactive on paper, Telltale seems to be focused on creating a new story within the movie's world, packed with authentic details like the music, dinosaur designs, and recognisable locations. All of the dinosaur sounds in the game are the original ones created for the movies, and there'll be the chance to take a look around areas of the park you didn't get to see in the films, such as the marine facility where all the swimmy dinosaurs like the Mosasaurus live. Nima's not the only playable character either. You'll be stepping into the sensible boots of a bunch of other characters as you make your way through the game, allowing you to see the story unfold from a variety of different viewpoints.
Although the game is episodic, all the episodes will be releasing at once as a retail disc. When you ask, 15th November, a variety of credible sources shout back in unison. Now, Ryu may look just like Buddy Holly, but uh-oh, he wants to know about the class system in X-Men Destiny.
Great work.
Yeah.
So yeah, X-Men Destiny is the new action RPG from 2 human developer Silicon Knights, focusing on everyone's favourite group of persecuted misfits who actually have incredibly awesome abilities and sexy outfits, and everyone wants to be them.
I want to be a sexy outcast.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, we talked to this chap at Gamescom who should be able to shed some light on Ryu's query.
So what we did was we took classic RPG archetypes. So you have a tank mutation, which is density control. You have a range class, which is energy projection, and you have a damage dealing class, which is shadow matter. And you can mix it with the 3 different characters to kind of give yourself a beginning playstyle.
And that's it for this week's show, but remember, your questions are the vent that allows us to enter nightclubs without paying the 1,000 credit cover charge, so keep them coming into the gamertag SentUAMessage or the triumvirate of other methods.
Do us an @message at twitter.com/SentUAMessage.
Write on our Facebook wall, unless they've changed the entire layout and messaging system or something again, at facebook.com/SentUAMessage.
Or unleash a carrier pigeon made of zeros and ones at SentUAMessage@hotmail.com.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Now to take my leave as stealthily as possible. What's the matter? Never seen a cloaking augment before?
No, it's very impressive.
Stealth!
You're not supposed to shout stealth.
Stealth!